Hey, job seekers. Now, I know many of you know me from LinkedIn and know that I'm always out there trying to give advice to job seekers when I see their different profiles saying, hey, you need to fix this. Hey, you need to do this. So you come up in more searches. I want to talk with you today about the 5 most common mistakes that I see on LinkedIn continuously from job seekers that is definitely impacting their job search. So let's count them down from number 5 to number 1. Number 5 is not enough data on LinkedIn. Remember, LinkedIn is not your resume. Put as much data as you possibly can out on LinkedIn. No one is going to print your LinkedIn profile, but it is how you get found by the LinkedIn search systems that are in LinkedIn Recruiter. And the only way I can or any other recruiters can find candidates is by searching. So the more data you have out there, I don't care if you have 100 different trainings you've taken, put them out there on LinkedIn. LinkedIn automatically truncates it for you. So nobody's going to be overwhelmed in seeing all that data, but all of it counts whenever I or any other recruiter does a search. More is more on LinkedIn. Put as much data as you possibly can. Let's talk about number 4. Number 4 is you do not have enough connections. All right, I know LinkedIn says only connect with people you know, but let's talk about how LinkedIn's algorithms and search things work. So I think several of you probably are aware of what a LinkedIn locked profile is. And that is when someone like me is looking in LinkedIn Recruiter, if I'm not somehow connected to you as a first, second level, third level connection or group member, you come up in LinkedIn Recruiter on the staffing and recruiting version of it as a locked profile. I don't want you ever to come up as a locked profile. If you want to avoid doing that, the more connections you have, the less you come up as a locked profile. We do have a video on that if you do want to go out and see exactly what a locked profile looks like and such, and how we're limited to how many we can unlock every month. But the other thing is the less connections you have, the less things that you see from those people in your newsfeed. I would rather have you connecting with more people, and if not connecting, at least following. Now, why is connecting better than following? Because when you follow somebody, that's great. Their stuff shows up in your newsfeed, but your stuff does not show up in theirs. If you want your things where you're talking and trying to help yourself get a job to show up in their newsfeed, you have to connect with them or they have to follow you on their own. Easier to connect with them. All right, let's talk about number 3. That is not turning on the open to work. Listen to me closely. It is not a bad thing to be a job seeker. And anybody who says, oh, people don't want to hire people that are job seekers is an idiot. That is not any way, shape, or form true. People, especially recruiters, are motivated by money to get food on their table, and they want people that are going to accept their in-mails and are going to accept the jobs when they have them. They don't care that you happen to be open to work because your company went through a layoff. It does not make you look desperate to have your open to work on. There are studies that have been done on this. Go Google it on your own. You will see open to work helps you find a job faster. And in fact, if you don't have it turned on either way, you don't come up in any of the open to work searches. Don't do it. Okay, number 2 is the job seekers are only engaging on LinkedIn with other job seekers. Now, don't get me wrong, it's great to have a peer group and a community group, but the whole reason you're being active on LinkedIn is to find a job. So make sure that you're in groups and interacting with recruiters and HR people, and go beyond that. People that are in your industry, people that could be potential hiring managers, people that are in your target companies that could maybe do an employee referral for you. Don't spend all your time just talking with other job seekers. It's okay to do some, but make sure you're looking at a wider, broader base. Okay, and the number one thing that job seekers absolutely are making a mistake on that's hurting them from finding a job on LinkedIn is not having a current role on LinkedIn. Even if you're a job seeker, you have to have a job seeker current role. If this is, I think, our most popular video by far, because we show you how to do this, and we're actually going to be putting in another video where we kind of even updated to show you this. If you do not have a current role, and it can be a current job seeker role, you are falling out of searches. I promise you. It is when I do one-on-ones with job seekers, it is the number one thing that we always end up covering because it's probably 85% of job seekers make this mistake and then they disappear from all the searches. All right, job seekers, if you have any other questions on what we just covered today, please feel free, put it in the comments down below. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.